Growth in Action has been formed because everybody felt that the services needed to present a more joined up care package than they are currently doing.
Growth in Action is a partnership between Torbay Council, Sanctuary Supported Living and Torbay Recovery Initiatives.
Transparency.
It's lots of services coming together to make a difference in people's lives.
That services working individually might look like that and may achieve some good outcomes, but actually what we know is by services working more collaboratively and being more integrated, the outcomes are hugely improved.
Respect.
The change from coming into recovery this time round, working with the services that they need to be working with, not having to re-traumatise themselves by telling their story over and over again.
Listen actively.
A key point is that people only have to tell a traumatic story once, rather than repeating that traumatic story 4 or 5 times to different people in different agencies and thereby re-traumatising yourself.
Clear communication.
I suppose it's that communication. Personally, there was a lot of communication was lost between the different services, whereas now, being under one umbrella, it's so much easier to access these different services.
Learn together.
One of the key elements that is occurring within our alliance is co-production, an absolutely vital element that needs to be a golden thread throughout our services.
When I first started, it felt like there was just a lot of talk going on and not a lot of action, but I think we're really starting, and I guess growth in action is what it's all about, isn't it? We're growing and we're making action, we're really getting somewhere now, and I think there's so much more to come as well.
Flexibility.
It's quite often very difficult to understand what do we need to tackle first. Do we need to tackle your homelessness first or your drinking, or how much is that interlinked, or all the other aspects, your mental health or your relationship situation or your children or whatever it is. And we are hoping, I think, to create a service where specialisms can be stepped up and stepped down, but without the whole service, the whole holding around the individual collapses completely.
Feedback loop.
Nothing like this has ever worked before, but I thought, you know what, things do change, times change things and things do evolve over time, so I thought maybe things have sort of got better, and actually I have had all the support I needed this time. I couldn't have made it this far without the support that I've had this time round.
Ownership.
It's that little bit of aftercare, that little bit of hand holding that you can live without your drug of choice. You can live in the normal world, and it's okay to not be okay and to say that I need help.
Celebrate success.
I think success will be continuing to do what we do best, which is supporting people, to make it easier, more streamlined, to continue to work together, to listen to what our clients are telling us, listen to what our staff are telling us, what our volunteers are telling us, and not just listening, but actually doing.
We are putting people at the centre of everything we do, and individuals' needs are identified and tailored to their individual need. A co-produced service that works from the voices and the experience of people who have used services and how they felt, and how we can work to make services better and the delivery of the services that we have.
Because that co-production needs to have a voice, and that's people with lived experience, staff with lived experience, people from across within our staff really co-producing what the new service should look like, what really works well and what's going to be effective.
Understanding and they've got a great team now, and I've actually met them, and I think they're doing a wonderful job.
It's nice to be able to reach out and realise that there are people in my corner, and they're willing to fight for me hand over fist.
There should be more. We should be shouting from the rooftops that this service is available, because it is the most amazing service.
Wherever you are on your journey,
Growth in Action
aims to offer
hope and choice
And connect you to the right person
in the right place.
when the time is right for you.
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 Growth in Action, a partnership between Torbay Council, Sanctuary Supported Living and Torbay Recovery Initiatives. For information and support from the Growth in Action partners, please contact. For the Drug and Alcohol Addiction Support Service, contact the Torbay Recovery Initiatives on 01803 291 129. The website is www.torbayandsouthdevon.nhs.uk/services/drug-alcohol-service. Use the QR code to link to the referral page for email. For domestic abuse support, call Torbay Domestic Abuse Service on the free phone number 0800 916 1474 or email tdas@sanctuary.co.uk. For homelessness support, contact Leonard Stocks Centre on 01803 217 893 or feel free to drop in for a chat at Leonard Stocks Centre, Factory Row, Torquay, TQ2 5QQ.